Hey all, welcome to Learn. Today we are going to learn about purines and pyrimidines and how they are numbered and the contributors to their base atoms. So let's get started. So nitrogen bases we can classify into two types, purines and pyrimidines. So purines have got 9 atoms in their structure and pyrimidines have got 6 atoms. Purines have got 9 atoms, and how are they numbered? So if you look at this structure of purine, so here you can see that uh, we start out numbering from this first nitrogen. So you'll start off from here and you'll go in an anti-clockwise direction first. Alright, so firstly you'll go anti-clockwise, then you'll come in clockwise manner. So basically first you'll go in an anti-clockwise fashion, so it's basically like this. So this is how you number. So you start off from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you come here 7, 8 and 9. Alright, so how do you remember that for purines we number in an anti-clockwise direction first? So you know that for drawing this 9 we start off anti-clockwise, right? So for purine it would be anti-clockwise first. Next is pyrimidine. Pyrimidine, just see this and remember that 6 and you put an arrow like this. So basically it is what? Clockwise direction. So how do you number the purines? You start off from this nitrogen. Always remember that you start off with nitrogen. The first atom, number 1 is always given for a nitrogen. So come and you go in a clockwise fashion. Alright, so what are the nitrogen bases which belong to this purine? It is basically adenine and guanine. How do you remember this? Remember the mnemonic? As pure as gold. Okay, so as A for adenine, G for guanine, pure is basically to remember purine. And for pyrimidine, how do you remember? It is cut the pyramid. So this is the mnemonic, cut the pyramid. So cut the pyramid, C for cytosine, U for uracil, and T for thymine, and pyramid for pyrimidine. Alright, so CUT, cut the pyramid. Okay, let's move on to the tricks for contributors to base atoms. So just remember that when you're going to draw a structure of a purine, always remember that the nitrogen will be occupied in all the odd number position except for 5. As you can, here itself you can see that the nitrogen atom is occupying in number 1, in number 3 position, not in 5. Remember, it's an exception, and then 7 and then 9. Okay, so in all odd numbers except 5. Okay, now let us see the contributors of nitrogen atoms. N1 is contributed by aspartate. How do you remember this? A is the first alphabet. Yes, so N1 will be contributed by aspartate, the first alphabet. Let us move on to the N3 and N9. Okay, N3 and N9 are contributed by glutamine. N3 and N9 contributed by glutamine. Okay, so that's very simple. Again, you can also remember that 3 square is equal to 9. So 3 and 9, N3 and N9 are contributed by glutamine. Very simple. N7 is contributed by glycine. So basically I remember this as gly7. Gly7, glycine. Okay, somewhat it rhymes, right? So now we saw all the contributors of the nitrogen atoms. Now let us move on to the carbon atoms. So as we already know, all the even number positions are occupied by carbon atoms along with C5. Fifth position is also occupied by carbon atom. So in this, you also remember one thing, that 2 cube is equal to 8. So C2 and C8 are basically contributed by 1 carbon groups. So C2 is by N10 formyl THF and C8 is by N5N10 methynyl THF. Okay, and we had already seen that N7 is contributed by glycine. So you'll have to remember that C4 and C5 are also contributed by glycine. So 4, 5, 7 by gly7. 4, 5, 7 gly7. Okay. Next is C6. C6 is contributed by carbon dioxide. Okay. C6 is contributed by carbon dioxide. Remember. Now let us come to the how to remember the C6 is carbon dioxide. You know that C6 and carbon dioxide, right? So everything kind of rhymes. C6 carbon dioxide. Okay. So 6 has got X and dioxide has also got X. Something like that. Just remember. I know this is very lame, but yeah, it will help you. Now let us come to the pyrimidine, the contributors of the base atoms of pyrimidine. Okay, so here you should remember that a pyrimidine has got only 6 atoms, and among them 1 and 3 are occupied by the nitrogen atoms. In this we already know that 1 is contributed by aspartate, just the same as purine. Yes, and along with that just remember 1, 4, 5 and 6 all together are contributed by aspartate. Okay? And C2 is contributed by CO2. This is very simple, C2 by CO2. This is also another mnemonic kind of, it's a trick. Okay, and N3 and N9 by glutamine. The same for pyrimidine as well. N3 is contributed by glutamine. Alright, so these are the contributors to the base atoms of pyrimidine. Okay, hope this trick made your life very simple. So yeah, thank you for watching.